extra guacamole. The day was fading, and with it, the clamor of the world began to soften. For a particular individual, let's call him just Mr. Customer. Yes, Mr. Customer. Mr. Customer found himself in a rather pleasant predicament. He was about to enjoy a delicious dinner. A Mexican dinner, to be precise. He arrived at the restaurant, the air already fragrant with spices and sizzling goodness. He found a cozy table, and when the server arrived, Mr. Customer knew exactly what he wanted. He ordered his favorite dish, a truly magnificent concoction of flavors and textures. But then, he remembered a crucial detail, a little something extra that elevated the meal from very good to culinary transcendence. And, Mr. Customer said, very clearly, very politely, "Could I please have extra guacamole?" Extra. He even made a little gesture with his hands, as if to emphasize the generous quantity he envisioned. The server nodded, smiled, and off they went. Mr. Customer leaned back, a small, anticipatory smile playing on his lips. He imagined the creamy, vibrant green goodness. The perfectly ripe avocado, kissed with lime and cilantro. The generous dollop, perhaps even two, sitting proudly beside his main dish. It was going to be glorious. He could almost taste it. He closed his eyes for a moment, savoring the thought. Honestly, the simple joy of anticipating something so perfectly delicious. It's truly a pure feeling. And the added anticipation of extra of that delicious thing. It's like a little secret bonus just for you. Not me, of course. Mr. Customer. My very discerning friend, Mr. Customer. The food arrived. The aroma was indeed magnificent. Mr. Customer's eyes widened. He looked at his plate. The main dish looked perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then he looked for the guacamole. It was there. A small scoop. A standard scoop. The kind you get when you don't ask for extra. The kind you get when you don't make a little hand gesture emphasizing generosity. It was just regular guacamole. Perhaps even a little less than regular. Mr. Customer blinked. He blinked again. He tilted his head. He subtly peered closer, as if the lighting might be playing tricks on him. No. It was just one scoop. A single, solitary, standard scoop. Where was the extra? Where was the generosity he had so clearly articulated? Where was the promised transcendence? A wave of something he couldn't quite name washed over him. It wasn't anger. It wasn't even full-blown disappointment. It was a profound sense of mild injustice. A quiet, simmering outrage over something so incredibly petty. His perfectly anticipated dinner felt diminished, ruined, even. All because of a missing dollop. Or two. He considered his options. Should he call the server back? "Excuse me," he would say, trying to keep his voice steady. "I asked for extra guacamole. This is not extra. This is barely enough." But then, wouldn't that sound ridiculous to complain about something so small? People had real problems. Missing guacamole was not a real problem. And yet, it felt like a real problem. To him. At that moment. He pictured the conversation in his head, the server's polite, slightly confused expression. His own face, trying to convey a dignified grievance about a condiment. It was too much. He couldn't do it. He picked up his fork. The food was still delicious, objectively. But a shadow had been cast. A guacamole-shaped shadow. Every bite that would have been elevated by that creamy green goodness now felt lacking. He ate, but the joy was gone. The potential for transcendence had vanished with the missing scoops. Honestly, the sheer, disproportionate impact of a small oversight. It's truly incredible. It can derail an entire evening. Not my evening, of course. Mr. Customer's evening. My very sensitive friend, Mr. Customer. As Mr. Customer finished his meal, he paid the bill, leaving a perfectly reasonable tip. He wasn't a monster, just a person wronged by guacamole economics. He walked out into the night, the fresh air a cool balm on his slightly simmering indignation. He looked up at the moon. The moon, he thought, was always full. It never stinted on its glow. It never gave you a standard scoop when you clearly asked for extra. The moon was reliable. The moon understood. And as Mr. Customer, my subtly aggrieved friend, drifted off to sleep that night, the phantom sensation of missing guacamole slowly faded from his mind. He didn't dream of perfect avocados or generous portions. He dreamed of quiet satisfaction, of things being just as they should be, without needing to ask for extra. So, if you ever find yourself silently seething over a minor, seemingly petty grievance, remember Mr. Customer. Remember that sometimes, the quietest disappointments can feel the largest. But also remember that the night brings with it a chance to let go of those small frustrations. To realize that, in the grand scheme of things, even the perfect amount of guacamole cannot compare to the simple, unwavering comfort of a peaceful night's sleep. Sleep now. And may your dreams be filled with all the extra guacamole you could ever wish for.